Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is your weekly video newsletter. First of all, I want to say happy Veterans Day to all our veterans. Most of you know that our family has a very long line of veterans that goes all the way back to World War II, up to current day. So thank you so much from our personal family and also from our business family, for all you veterans out there, and also you active duty military who continue to serve our country. Thank you so much. And today we express our gratitude and our thanks for your past service and your continued service. Thank you. So last week, I promised you guys I'd have exciting data to share this week, and you're like, oh my gosh, is it about the election? No, it's not. It's not about the election, and it actually has to do with housing and employment. So amidst all the COVID stuff going on, amidst all the political nonsense that's happening, and all the chaos in social media and people having problems with each other left and right, there actually is a lot of really good information that I'm gonna share with you that honestly kind of caught me by surprise a little bit, not a lot, because I knew some of this was gonna happen, but some of it was a little bit interesting and I never thought would be the case. So let's just run down a couple of things that have happened recently that I think are noteworthy, newsworthy, and would be able to kind of put a positive perspective on what's actually going on in the marketplace. So first of all, in the jobs report, the monthly report for non-farm payroll actually was up. So non-farm payroll report, 638,000 new jobs compared to the 600,000 expected, a positive 38,000 move. They also revised the September number upward as higher than it was, and the August number was higher than initially reported. As for wages, average hourly wage increased month over month and year over year. We also have the unemployment rate dropping from 7.7% to 6.9%. And some of you are like, yeah, Andy, but those people are just rolling over into long-term unemployment, or they've fallen off unemployment because they're no longer getting benefits. But our underemployment rate went from 12.8% down to 12.1%. And the participation rate, which is the rate of employed people, went up. So it's not that people are just rolling off and falling off into the abyss. It's that some are rolling off, but others are getting reemployed. And so our participation rate went from 61.4 to 61.7. You're like, wow, that's not very much of a difference. Well, it is positive, it's up, and that 0.3% difference numerically actually is thousands and thousands of jobs. You're taking that sample of our entire population that is considered eligible for work. So that is numerically actually pretty significant. So on the housing front, something really interesting happened, which is, okay, you already know that house prices have been increasing. We already been talking about how home values have stabilized or increased in certain areas because of demand matched with the low cost of money, matched with people needing to stay at home for work and school and all that kind of stuff. Well, nationwide, year over year, our home price increase was 6.7%. Now, you're like, yeah, of course it is. There's always these places that are really nice, and you've been talking about dense urban areas, having people fleeing from them, going to the suburbs and going to other states. Well, even with people leaving dense urban areas, the top 10 metro areas who experienced the greatest increase are like your typical cast of characters, right? Okay, you got LA, San Diego, Phoenix, you got Denver, Houston, Miami. But the greatest surprise is the state that experienced the greatest year over year change. Can you guess what it was? You're probably thinking like Texas? No. Florida? Nope. Maybe Tennessee? Nope. Idaho. It was Idaho. Yeah. Of all the states in our great nation, the state of Idaho had the greatest year over year increase when it comes to housing prices compared to 2019 to the fall of 2020. What'd that come in at? It came in at 11.8%. Idaho came in at 11.8% higher than it was last year. So who was number two and who was number three? Number two was Arizona at 11%, and number three was Maine. I wouldn't have expected Maine, but yeah, I thought Arizona would be up there. But Arizona in second? Arizona in second to Idaho nonetheless? That totally surprised me, totally intrigued me, and I'm gonna be real interested to see what happens when we roll into 2021. If that trend continues, you're gonna see this happen more and more in the Midwest, is my opinion. And we already talked about how there's the expected projection that housing prices in 2021 could flatline a little bit or decrease. Please be willing to share this with somebody if you know they need information about housing, or if they want to move to another state. They need to be looking at this information. And of course, we can obviously easily share this with you guys and send it to you if it is needed. So leave a comment below if you like this video, and make sure that if you have a question that we can help you with, send us a DM, shoot us an email, call us, and let us know how we can help you interpret all this information and apply it to what your goals are moving into 2021 when it comes to real estate and mortgage. Thank you so much for watching this week's video newsletter, and we'll see you next week.